check this out. You don't know, yours truly, DJ Ablazin, going live on ablazinradio.com. Start your weekend off right with the pre-game show with yours truly, DJ Ablazin. Keep it locked. Download that app. Let's do this.
I got an all-night DJ. I got an all-weekend man. You don't know it's Etana the strong and keep it locked into Ablazin Radio. Cause when a man love a woman and a woman love a man, a jaja blessing. Ease out.
And then they had us in Victoria's Secret lingerie doing a video.
What?
Yes. Because that video Prince wants to know. I mean, I was like a size 0 at the time, so it didn't matter, you know. But what mattered to me was that the guy had the camera so low. And I'm saying, okay, who told you could do that? Right. And I wonder what you could see. What are you looking at, you know? And I decided, like, if this is what music is about, that I wasn't going to do it anymore.
Okay. And it's funny you say that because as women, a lot of times, women artists, you have to expose yourself. You have to be more sexy. You have to be more, you know, sexily clad. And it seems as if you're not, then you don't reach the heights that you should reach.
Right.
So how did you combat that? Clearly, you just left.
Well, you know what? Sometimes money is everything, and it's not. Money is everything in the sense that you need it to survive. You need to eat. You need to pay your bills. You need to have heat. You need to have, you know, a car. Yes, stuff like that. But it doesn't mean that it has to take away everything that makes you you.
Yes.
Or make you even a person.
Yes.
And yes, reggae music is not everything when it comes to money. It's not always a lot of money. But I'm happy and I can sleep at night.
Yes.
And that's what's important to me.
Yes.
And I always tell people I can, even in my relationship, in my marriage, I said, listen, I will go on the side of the road and sleep in a box if I am not happy.
That's real.
I will start over from scratch and I will go all the way through everything again.
I'm getting the chill bumps while you say that.
No, it's that serious for me. I love to laugh.
Yeah.
All my relatives love to laugh. It's a family thing. And I seriously, when I laugh, I can't fake it. Like some people, even in a photo shoot, people say, oh, bust a laugh. No, I can't bust a laugh. Something has to be there for me to laugh, you know? And yeah, I have to be able to sleep at night, and that's what's important to me.
Peace of mind is the most important thing
for me.
Yeah. So you toured with Richie Spice as well.
Oh,
I'm going way back. I'm going way back. I'm not letting you go until I get it all out.
Yeah, that was in like 2004, 5.
Gained a lot of experience.
I learned a lot. I learned how to deal with the band members. I learned how to deal with people, even when you don't want to, or even when you're tired. Well, I thought he was tired sometimes, and he just kind of went along with it. And I never asked him why, but I figured out why. Now that I have to do it myself. Because once you love what you do, there's no pain in it.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And people will be like, oh, but you took like 1,000,000 pictures. I know you're like annoyed. And I'm like, no, I'm not annoyed.
Yeah.
You know, I love what I do. And I love meeting the people. I love laughing. And now I know why he never complained. You know, because he really loves what he does.
And he gave us a great performance every single time. And the same as you. We can tell that your passion is there. We can tell that you want to give a good show for you and for us. So we just love it. We are so thankful. And you sing a lot of inspirational songs, which right now, that's how I feel. I feel like you are just so at peace with yourself. And so that all you can give is inspiration to others.
Right.
Is it difficult to stay in that with all of the things that surround us sometimes?
Sometimes I get burdened by the thought that there's so much negative everywhere. Social media, and on the biggest platform that there is, TV and radio. And I feel like sometimes the message isn't being delivered or accepted or appreciated. And that sometimes can be burdensome. However, I do have like people who run up to me and say, yo, your music brought me through the wickedest time in my life. since the tour started, that's all I've been hearing all the way through. And I remember someone grabbing me last night, and she cried for like a long time, and we were just standing there. But I wanted all the positive energy in me to just kind of like, go to her. Yeah. And I kind of held her there for the whole time. And she just wept. And I said, well, maybe she just needed the shoulder. And I just let her just, be there. And I wanted to give her so much love and so much joy from me,
Yeah.
And this is what my fans do, and I love it. They're very straightforward, and they're not afraid or shy to show any part of them.
Yeah.
And that's
but you do that for us.
Oh yeah.
You show us your innermost self, right?
True.
And so it just feels like you are our BFFs, our sister. Like, you just have that comforting spirit, and I just so appreciate this entire night. Tell us about Strong Ones Foundation.
Oh, wow. I haven't launched it yet.
Okay.
And there's a reason for that. I don't want my foundation to have any kind of negative to it. And I want to make sure that the people who I bring on board feel the same way like I do. And want to share honestly and not take anything for granted or use funds that don't belong to them. I want to be transparent throughout the whole thing. What I do on my own now is I pay for tuition for school, buy books, uniforms, shoes if they don't have it, pay for lunch. Because some kids just don't go to school because their parents don't have bus fare or lunch money. I know a kid who fainted walking home from school. Taxi driver took him home who they don't know, don't even know him, And there's a lot of things, a lot of issues.
Yes. And this is in Jamaica.
And in Jamaica. And the reason why I'm so passionate about Jamaica is a small place. Like I told you earlier, it's a small place. Everybody will know somebody who knows somebody, right? And I just don't think that it should be that bad.
Yes.
Everywhere in the world have them problems, poverty, crime, everything. Yes. But I just don't think Jamaica is too beautiful, too powerful, too small to have such great issues.
Yes.
I'm doing my part. And sometimes it's a lot.
Yes.
And people will call me and say, yo, are you doing that contest you have that you did the last time? I really need that 15 grand or I really need that 25 grand, to buy books or whatever. Because they've won before and it helped them out with books and things. So those are things that I do. But when I do launch it, it will be for real to the point where every buck that is spent, it's right there in the faces of the people so you can basically see where your money goes.
I
see how it's spent. That's what I want. I want it to be, I want forever withdrawal. I want every withdrawal to be accounted for, and I want people to see it and see where it goes.
Well, we'll patiently wait for it because we know it's going to be a wonderful, just an extension of yourself. So that's great. So now let me ask you about South Africa. When did you go to South Africa?
I was there 3 weeks ago.
In early November.
No, something like
early
that.
November, late October. Like that experience was
I went
everything?
there at the end of October into November. Yeah,
that experience was everything.
Exciting. Wow, and I learned a lot too as well. Like how much the people in South Africa have kind of like accepted a lot, and at the same time they're still fighting for like free education and things like that. But as far as like one of the questions was, so how do you guys feel that Europeans took over so much of Africa and have all the Africans working for them? And they were like, look, there's a rich side to Africa too, and we're just not worried. So they're like,
so it's
we're
pretty
just
much
not
like
worried.
all around the world. How the rich keeps getting richer and it trickles down and never
and
gets
they
down.
say they're just not worried anymore.
Wow. So they're defeated.
They feel defeated, I think.
But I know they loved when you came to give them a performance.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
Now, I know you got to get back, but I just want to touch briefly on this whole president-elect thing that was going around. And I may get some backlash too, because I can definitely understand in the beginning, like it seemed as if the president-elect was saying things that we wanted to hear, that wasn't so politically correct, that was something that we
somebody that's not a politician.
Exactly. Because that we thought we could trust.
We all think that in politicians we can put our trust because they don't do what we want anyway, and they're not really for the people.
Yes.
So when you see somebody come up that is not a politician, you're thinking, okay, maybe there's some hope there because he's not into the whole politics of the politics.
I got you. And so you made your statement, and then you retracted it.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering how you feel today. Even though he's the president-elect, how do you feel today?
Well, to be honest, right? I don't think it should be a concern of Black people. And let me say Black people because we know the history of America. We know even how politics started in America. How they came to having two parties. I honestly don't believe that it was created. Let me just be. I'm trying to be politically correct. No. I'm trying to be as clear as possible. Because I can say something, but it's how someone understands what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Right. And then they can interpret it anyway. So I'm trying to be as clear as possible, right?
While waiting for it.
Right. That's one of the things I learned. Exactly. Right. So I'm saying we know how they became, how they came to having two parties. I just don't feel like it was for the people anyway.
Right.
I think it should be more of a concern for Black people to unite and organize and do Black business, Black schools, Black everything, and create like a system within the system for ourselves. And stop being so concerned. Because if we shift and we start doing us for real, then they will have to come around and try to meet us at least halfway.
They don't hear you though.
But right now we're just so caught up on what we're seeing on CNN and everything else, and how bad this person is and how bad he is and how rude he is towards women. I could care less about his personality. I want to see what he's gonna do. I mean, do you know Obama's personality all the way through? No. Do you know Hillary? No. Do you know any one of them personality all the way through?
No, you don't.
Does the personality really matter, or what they're going to do, or what they're doing for the people? I think that's what, and people probably don't have their faith in him because, like I said, he's not a politician. There's a risk involved. There's a serious risk involved because he's not a politician, and a whole heap of things that he's kind of twisted too. And we know this. But I will always be the last to judge anyone. I have no hate in me whatsoever. And you or nobody else is going to make me hate anyone. I do not hate anyone. And I refuse to. Because my heart is going to stay happy and I'm going to stay healthy.
There you go.
Now, as I said before, I think it's for Black people to know what is for them. And I think they need to do them. We need to do us. End of story.
End of story.
You could keep talking about Trump and every other politician all day. Until we do us,
do you guys hear
issues?
Come on, Hype Zone family. You guys hear Etana.
Do they hear you though?
Do they hear you?
Well, they'll figure it out.
Eventually.
I hope.
So you have been on the Reggae Forever Europe tour since March?
Oh yeah.
Or it's gonna go to March?
No, we've been on the Reggae Forever tour since what month am I in?
December.
November.
Oh,
since November. Like as soon as I came from Africa. I didn't have a day off.
Wow.
We went straight into the tour. And so I've been going since October, since summer. I've been going for a while. So after the tour, then I'm going to rest a little. And then we start again in February of next year. And I'm going all over. UK, Europe, New Zealand, America.
Wow.
I'm going to be busy.
Yes, you are. We are very glad that you took a small amount of your time, and we really, really appreciate it for this special edition on the Hype Zone. And I want to big up Ida Blanco and Prince Royal for letting me just come in here and bombard their space.
Thank you for the time, people.
We got to get her back, so you guys can see her at the Howard Theater tonight. The show starts at 11 o'clock. Etana and the Raw Soul Rebels Band, along with the opening artists. You heard them here first on the Hype Zone, Fayakin and Ibamar.
Right.
We are so excited. We love you so much, Etana. We
I love you
wish
too.
Nothing but the best.
Thank you. Same to you.
Nothing but the best.
Of course.
I thank Prince again, Prince and Ida Blanco, so much for letting me
Dressed up in that suit with his daughter.
Okay.
Doing Daddy and daughter.
Cool,
She came in with her bunch of roses. Looking. How old is she?
She's 5.
She came in with her bunch of roses
And her
Yes.
fur wrap. And
Yeah,
her fur wrap.
I know.
That's my baby, man.
Yeah.
Don't let me cry.
Oh, beautiful.
Etana, do you mind blessing the Hype Zone audience with just a little bit of your beauty?
Oh boy.
My favorite song. You know
I
what?
rise, I see them coming after my soul, wanting to take control, wanna give me lots, wanna give me bling, wanna give me all the material things. I hear them talking about what the world has to offer. Girl, what you doing? Don't you see what they have done to backward my cause? Just us and all out of profit, yeah. But I'm not afraid.
Some people hear that live on the Howard Theater tonight. Etana will be live. Etana, say hi to Facebook. You're live on Facebook right here.
Oh really?
Yes, right here.
Hi everybody. Perfect love.
All right, see there. So people tonight live at the Howard Theater. Etana will be in the building. Make sure you're there. Get there, Etana. Feel like I love a flash across my screen. How are these? People, Prince Royal there, Ida Blanco there. I don't know, this is a Hype Zone, the right zone. Make sure you tune in each and every Friday night from 9 to 11. You don't know, do it. The start the weekend with us. You never know who's going to be in the studio tonight. Like you can say, Fayakin and Etana was right here in the building. Look on her again. See it there. Now, come up on Facebook Live. I'm going to take a picture and post it so you can see it on Vex. Alright. Let's go.
And you know, we were talking earlier, you know, Etana is like the woman, hear me roar, you know, just like this song is saying, I'm coming after your soul, you know?
Right.
And she just makes all of us women feel so empowered. When we just put our CD in and listen, we feel good. We just feel so good in our spirit. So we are so happy to have you here in DC. You've been gone too long.
I know. You know what? I got frustrated like after doing the first tour.
Yes.
Not because I had issues with like, you know, the shows or anything the tour, but I just the musicians that I had at the time, they didn't get all of it.
Okay.
And I was just tired of talking, you know. I had the thing in mind, or I had that little that spirit that was like, you either do it or you don't. And that was it. And I said, you know what, I'm not gonna tour anymore. And I met a couple people last night that said to me, listen, Etana, you're either gonna do this, the same thing I said to them, you're either gonna do this but you can't stop. If you stop, then you're gonna have to start over.
Yeah.
And that I can't afford.
Because you've come too far.
I've come too far.